and I lost like a lot of weight, over 200 pounds. So just be completely transparent, is that like there's still this part of me that doesn't see myself as like that good at makeup. I wouldn't want to go back to that life for a second. I'm so thankful that I'm in this part of my story now. Hi guys, welcome back. It is me, Drew, and today's video that I have for you, it is not a box video. I actually don't even know what I'm gonna do or what I'm doing right now in this video. That probably sounds really great. If you're like first time on my channel and this is the first video you're ever seeing of me, you're probably like, click, move on. Anyway, so, oh, and if you are brand new to my YouTube channel and at any point you're watching this video and you're thinking like, wow, I like this really awkward, unexplained format of videoing and I want to subscribe. So go ahead and do that. Click the red subscribe button. Join our little YouTube family. So I'm here with a cup of Nespresso coffee. Oh, that's good. You guys know how I love my Nespresso coffee. And I was thinking about filming today and I didn't really know what to film. Like, I have been thinking about filming a D-stash video, but I'll be honest, I'm really nervous to do that. Also, I just noticed my camera looks like it's crooked. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that in the middle of the video just to make this video even more awkward. Is that better? I think that's better. Can't tell. I don't know. Now I'm just making it really bad. Hold on. There we go. All right, pick my coffee back up. So I decided to do something called like a coffee chat, chill, hangout, life update. Because I realized like right now with my schedule, things are so crazy, and one of the hardest things is like during box week I'm trying to like update you guys on my life, and like really that's not like the time to do it. And so I wanted to film a video just to kind of like update you guys a little bit on some things. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna update you on because again I didn't really plan this out. And as I was saying, I want to do like a D-stash video, but I'm so worried about it. I don't even know if I'm worried about you guys judging me because I'm already judging me. I'm looking at the problem right now. There's literally like drawers of eyeshadow palettes, like stuff that I've just like forgotten about forever. And I'm afraid like I'm gonna like do that video and then I'm gonna get so much hate in the comments of people being like, you know, makeup expires after so much time. Like, I know, I just literally like, it's not like I'm even using half of it. It's just like sitting there. And that's even worse. Like, I feel bad that there's so much makeup that's just sitting there. And also I could probably do a video at some point about things that are my new favorite things because I've been using a lot of new stuff. I don't know. I feel like last year was a lot, so we'll just kind of dive in. So last year, obviously you guys, if you were here for it, you know that I got married, I moved, I went through like, I don't know if I even said this, but like I went through like job changes. Like there was like a lot that like happened last year that like took so much of my personal focus, on top of the fact that I was having some health issues going on, so I was in and out of the doctor a lot. I don't even know if I talked about this, but basically like last year was crazy. And so then this year I've kind of decided that like I'm going to like refocus and rebalance my life. I'm going to find a way to just find kind of like a peace and calm to my life, because I realized my life has been so busy that I don't even feel like I get to enjoy it. Like I do awesome things and enjoyable things, but half the time I'm like, okay, that was great, now I need to go do the next thing, and I just don't have time. And then, you know, I know that like I have gotten really bad with like being consistent with YouTube. Like I know that, and it's not because I don't love YouTube, it's just because some of it I felt, you know, a little bit like uninspired with like what can I even like film about, because I'm just so like burnt out at the end of the day. I don't know what to talk about. And then I realized like the reason I do YouTube is because like I consider you guys like, you know, like an extension of like, you know, like internet family, and I love hanging out with you guys. So like why not just come and like just hang out and just chat for a little bit, and then like, you know, start working on more like real content. This is bad. Anyways, so basically like life has been crazy. Like work has been a lot. Like I used to be like working, you know, part-time, and now I'm working full-time. So that's like a whole different dynamic, like going from working like 10 to 15 hours a week to a consistent 40 or more, plus adding commute is a lot. It's a lot different. And then, you know, going from having 2 children in the home to 3, and then working full-time is a lot. And then also the whole like, I got a husband now thing is a lot. And it's basically, you know, it's a lot going on, and I have been having a lot of like, when I say health issues, like, it's not like, I don't consider it like super major, but it is really like discomforting. Like, I've had a lot of like gut health issues, where I have like had to see doctors. Like, last year I had multiple tests done that were all like coming back inconclusive. Like, doctors would look at me and they'd be like, well, we can feel there's something going on, but we've checked this, this, and this, and this, and it's not this. And, you know, that got to be really exhausting too. So this year I actually changed a lot of my diet. So I decided to significantly reduce the amount of sugar that I consume. And not that I was going like crazy, but I mean, I was like, you know, sugar was still a part of my diet. So I significantly reduced the amount of sugar that's in my diet, and I've gone to a more like keto-based diet. So I don't like, I literally call it like lazy keto, where, you know, those people are like hardcore, where they're like tracking and counting everything, and they're like, you know, testing like their urine to make sure they're in ketosis. Like, for me, I'm just like pretty much cutting out like 85 to 90% of all carbs in my diet, and then just having like a little bit here and there, but nothing that's like way over the scale like I was before. And again, it's not that I was going crazy on carbs either, but I realized I could try and cut that out. And I've also noticed like my body is working more efficiently now. Like, I still have some like gut health issues. Like, I'm gonna have to like get further testing and see like specialists. Like, I believe the next step after I had my physical this year was that they're gonna have me see a GI doctor to figure things out now. And I mean, I'm not like surprised I'm having health issues, and I'm not like discouraged or upset or frustrated. I mean, I had weight loss surgery in 2016, and, you know, to me, to have like these issues now is not like a surprise. I also had skin removal surgery, which was the entire like, you know, revamping of my stomach. So, you know, I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm so surprised. Like, I've had a lot of major like surgeries in this area of my body. So now to have like some, you know, hiccups in the process, I'm not like surprised about it. I don't know. Are you guys drinking coffee right now? Comment below and tell me if you're drinking coffee and what kind. I guess I should have started the video with, hey guys, grab a cup of coffee and come hang out with me, but I don't do these. Anyways, so, and then in terms of like weight loss journey, so like, I actually feel really good about my weight loss journey right now. So I posted an update video, gosh, I don't know how long ago it was. And I basically talked about how, you know, like, I had gained some weight, and I have gained some weight, but like, now that I've changed my diet, I feel like so much more lean. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's not like I have been like dropping weight now. It's like I have been like leaning out. So like, I've noticed like, you know, like my butt and like, you know, my shoulders and like chest area and like my stomach, it's like flat, but it's like muscular and curvy. And I realized like at one point, like while I was like smaller, at one point I actually like my shape better. I think physically my body is like very attractive, and that's a big deal. That's a huge thing to say, because the irony is when I was like a little smaller, and I'm not talking like a massive like weight difference, but when I was at my lowest weight, I was constantly feeling like I was super big. And so then now it's like I still have days where I think like I'm still like heavier. Like, I struggle with body dysmorphia, and I think I've talked about that, but like basically body dysmorphia, if you don't know, it's when you've gone through a significant physical transformation, like dramatic weight loss like I have, and you at times struggle with like accepting your current reality as not your past reality. So basically like physically, like I at times will, like if I go to a restaurant and they bring me to sit at a booth, once in a while I'll get like a little fling of anxiety because I'm afraid that I won't be able to sit in the booth when I sit there, because in the past that's something like I physically like didn't fit a lot of times in certain seating areas. So like stuff like that, body dysmorphia, or just like not totally recognizing like, you know, like it takes a while to connect to like the fact that your face, your hands, everything's smaller and different. So anyway, so I still struggle with body dysmorphia, but I will say it's not as bad, which is ironic, but I don't know. And like, I feel like my body is working more efficiently. You know, I still have, like I said, I'm working through gut health issues, but I feel like my body itself is just like, I don't know, like I'm proud of it. Like, I love my shape. Like, it's so curvy, and like I like the muscular build that I have, that I didn't have before. So I don't know, like that's kind of just like the physical thing. I'm still going to the gym. I'm still doing that. I've actually like recently in the last couple weeks, I've been trying out new things with like my gym routine to create more balance and space. I was going like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, always get up at 4:30. So now I switched it to like trying to go to the gym on Sundays, then go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays going, if I go on Wednesdays, it'll be like later at night walking around the track, and then Thursday doing my regular workout. But basically a way to like give myself more options to like sleep in here and there. I don't know. I've been really refocused on like my health and my enjoyment of my life, etc. So that's all of that. I've also been trying, like, I've been getting a lot of new, like, eyeshadow palettes and stuff recently. Like, I hadn't for a while. Like, for a long time, I wasn't buying a lot of new makeup because I obviously have a lot. And then recently, I kind of have been rediscovering my love for makeup and rediscovering, like, why I even start any of this. So, like, I guess what a lot of people know and don't know is, like, the whole reason I started YouTube was because I wanted to do beauty stuff. Like, I loved makeup. Like, I remember it was 4 years ago and I had gotten really into makeup and I was really excited about it, and I was like, I should do a YouTube channel, like I should like post about makeup stuff that I like, yeah. And then like a few months into it, like I started like really, I don't know. So let me back up. So I started like doing makeup stuff because when I was, at my highest weight, so I used to weigh, like around 415 pounds. And when I was at that point in my life, I basically, I remember feeling really depressed about myself and really not loving myself. And so I got into makeup. I got into like working on my beauty and like just, I remember seeing, famous like plus size women and thinking like, wow, those women are so beautiful. Like, how come I don't feel that beautiful? Like, I could be beautiful now. And so then I really focused on like my beauty. Like at that moment I was like at 415 pounds, I'm focusing on being pretty like right now, beautiful right now. And not saying that I wasn't, but I'm saying like things that made me feel attractive. I was like, what's something you're excited about? Like, you've always wanted to learn how to do makeup properly. So I was teaching myself, techniques and things like that. And so that's why I started YouTube. And then like as I got into it and realizing how much I loved myself, like taking care of myself, then I started working on my health. I was like, hey, what if I tried losing weight? What if I worked on this too? And then like it clicked and it happened, and I lost like a lot of weight, over 200 pounds. So basically that was cool. And so then like, things kind of shifted and I got, really hooked on that and really like busy, and then, like life stuff, marrying boys like Josh and stuff like that. Oh, and you guys, you know that I went through a lot of different things during that time. But basically, like, for me, I originally, my big love was like makeup and beauty and skincare. That's why I started doing YouTube. So then recently, like, I was like, hey, like, why don't you like rediscover that? Why don't you feel re-inspired by that? So that's what I've been doing. I have been practicing, my makeup skills more. I've actually been watching like more makeup tutorials and just really like re-engrossing myself into the thing that created the passion for everything that I do now when it comes to like Instagram, YouTube, etc. And it's been really fun. And I know you guys asked me to do makeup tutorials, and I know I put them off forever. Like, you guys have been asking me forever. And I'll be honest, like, I don't really have like a good excuse as to why I don't, but I guess I'll just be completely transparent, is that like there's still this part of me that doesn't see myself as like that good at makeup. And please know, I'm not saying that so you guys come in the comments and be like, oh my God, Drew, you're so good at makeup. Why would you feel that way? That's not what I'm doing. Like, I'm being completely honest with you. The reason I don't post makeup tutorials is because I've always had this fear that I'm not that good at makeup. And I practice and I work on my skills and I, take photos and people tell me that I do an amazing job. But there is still this like personal insecurity, and it's probably, goes back to when I was like, a really, heavy girl, and like probably stuff from like even my childhood. I still feel inadequate. I still feel insecure about that. I still feel like I'm not that great at it. And not because I don't see improvement. I guess let me explain. I think I do great with my makeup on my face, but I don't know if I consider myself somebody who is good enough to teach other people. Does that make sense? And I know that's silly. And I know that like the reason like people even, at least I'm assuming, the reason people even follow me is because of the fact that I am different. Like, something I've always known, I'll watch makeup tutorials and I'm like, I don't do my makeup that way. I'm like, ooh, I don't apply my eyeshadow that way, or like, ooh, I don't do everything clean, and I don't wash my brushes enough, and I'm like, and I watch other people, and maybe that's the problem. I'm watching other people, and comparison's the thief of joy, and I'm comparing myself like in my way of doing it, and then I'm feeling like insecure about, you know, showing other people because I'm afraid that like, I don't know, that I'm just gonna be told that I'm not good at it. And I guess that shouldn't matter. I guess I shouldn't actually care. But yeah, that's kind of the reason I don't. But I'm actually like, I've been working through that, and I've been trying to do better with like when I apply makeup, like, okay, like, you know, could you explain this? Like, how would you, you know, teach somebody this? Because I'm like working my way up to doing it. Promise. Like, I really am. And like, that's just kind of the reason I don't. Like, it's not because I don't love you guys. It's literally, and like, I'm just like, oh, thanks for asking. Sorry, I'm not going to teach you. It's because I'm thinking like, I don't know if I'm the right person to teach you. Ugh, I don't even like that I just told you guys that. Because I feel bad that I feel that way, but that's the truth. And I don't know why that's in here or was in there, but you know, and like I said, that's kind of what I'm doing this year is I'm just like refocusing the brain, refocusing myself, and I feel good. Like, I don't know. So that's all that. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a palette destash video or not. Like, I want to. I'm just so nervous. And I actually realized I do need to do more videos talking about my favorite things. So that's another thing. I used to post videos like that. One of the reasons I stopped was because I have felt like when I would post videos like of hauls or like stuff that I got, you know, from like TJ Maxx hauls or something, or like posting like favorite things. I don't know why, but somehow like in my brain I started to feel like that it seemed like I was being braggy. And that's never what I want to be. And so I'm always afraid of like coming off like, oh, Drew's just like bragging about all the stuff she has. And like, that's not it. Like, I've gotten some really cool new hair stuff that I've been trying that I'm like insanely excited to like share, and like awesome new like makeup products and like skincare products. But I don't know why, like, I think maybe this video is turning into me just kind of talking about the fact that I've dealt with a lot of insecurity over the last like year or two. And probably the reality is because I've gone through so much like physical and personal change. You guys know that like since being on YouTube, I lost, you know, over 200 pounds. I went through a really rough divorce. Then, you know, turn around, I've gotten remarried, which that is great. Like, that is phenomenal. But like when you go through a huge physical change, it's really hard. The way that the world sees you, treats you, looks at you, values you is completely different from what you were raised as. And like, I've had to relearn how to like socialize with people, and not that I'm like awkward. It's just like, you know, like I'll go places and Josh will be like, you can't dress like that. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because people are going to be like looking at you. And I'm like, no, they're not. Nobody's looking at me. Because I was used to I was used to people looking at me and probably judging me based on my size, but I wasn't used to people like looking at me. Does that make sense? And again, that just felt braggy. I don't like that. Anyways, so I guess for me, like, I am coming out here just to like chat with you guys. Like, I all morning was like, you need to post video, you need to post video. And I was like, I don't know what I want to post video about. Maybe I could do this, maybe do that. And like the whole idea was kind of just stressing me out, because I was like, I want to hang out with my YouTube family, but I don't know what to do because I feel insecure at times about just everything, and not so much like, and like I said, it's geared more towards like, you know, my skill level when it comes to like doing tutorials about like makeup and hair, even though I feel like I know a lot about makeup and hair, which again, like, I don't know why I'm not posting stuff like that, and I guess I need to just get over that, and like, you know, doing de-stash videos, because like, I'll be real though, you probably will judge me, because I really am judging me about the de-stash video thing, that's real, and posting more openly about my weight loss journey, because, you know, I did gain back some weight, but at the same time, now that I see that it's mainly muscle, I feel fantastic about my body. Like, I don't know why I struggled with so much last year with being more open, transparent, and just like present, but I don't know, I'm working on it. So tell me if you like this coffee style chat video where I just kind of come out and just ramble on about random things unplanned. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I'll see what happens when I post it, but I do want to be more present. And I guess, you know, this is the video. Like, comment below and tell me the kind of videos you'd actually like to see. Like, for real, like, tell me what you'd like to see or hear me talk about, and I'm gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna work on a game plan of like actually maybe trying to like map out in calendar like when I can post about things, because obviously box week is tough. Like, so box week is my favorite. I just want to disclaimer that, but filming every single day or filming multiple videos like over a few days and uploading and releasing it, either way, releasing videos for a week straight is a lot of pressure when you're working full time. But I still love it. It's like my favorite thing. And so that's why a lot of my energy is focused on that, because I'm like, I'm never gonna miss box week. I'm always gonna show up for that. Even when I've been like sick, I'm like, I will still find a way to show up and show up for box week. So that's that whole thing. So, but like, comment, tell me like videos you'd actually like to see. And something else, like I guess like I could bring up now is, so I really have never talked much about like what I do for like career, but I do work in like the financial industry. And I guess according to Josh, he would say that I know a lot when it comes to things like budgeting, finances, and, you know, managing like, you know, credit, like stuff like that. And he has always suggested that I start making videos kind of talking about those things as well, because he believes that I am very, very smart and have a really good like financial acumen. So I don't really know though if that fits on this channel, or if that's something I maybe need to create like a second channel for, because then I'd keep up with a second channel. I can't keep up with my first one. That's smart. But basically like that's something that he has said, that he's like, you really should make videos, you know, you could really help people with the things that you know that people really don't know or understand when it comes to like the financial world of things. So I guess like to finish off this video, I'll say that I've been on YouTube for 4 years, officially as of Leap Day. I wish I could have made a video on Leap Day, but I'll be honest, I was not feeling so good Leap Day. Physically, it was like a tough day. Like I was not feeling good at all. And I was feeling kind of dehydrated all day, but I've been on YouTube officially 4 years, and it's been cool. Like honestly, the thing that is so wild is like, I always try to go back now every year and look back at like my first few videos I ever posted. And the weirdest thing ever, and I've left all of them up, like except for like maybe a couple, I've left like all of my videos up there. So like you can actually watch me like lose weight. You can watch me like, because when I started my channel I was close to my highest weight, and it's so weird when I watch like videos from like my first ones, and I see how my very first video, it's basically like just my face. My hair was like really dry. Like it's funny, like I look now and I'm just like, oh honey, your hair and your skin needed you to be better. But my voice is there, but my body, like everything looks totally different. And I'm so proud of me for starting YouTube, because the thing is like starting YouTube's kind of thing that probably saved my life. Like starting that, it got me excited, and it's one of the things that led to me starting this like huge like weight loss journey, and like really clicking and being committed, like, and doing it this time, like being like starting this, I don't know, and it's awesome. And you know, I think about that first video I filmed, I had no professional equipment, I didn't have a camera, I didn't have lighting. I remember I filmed at my little dresser that I use for like my makeup, and I had propped up like a bunch of like boxes and things, and I propped my phone against it, and I don't even remember what kind of lighting I had, and then I just filmed it and went. And I also remember one of the biggest things is in a lot of my earlier videos, the videos are like here up, and not like a lot of videos are still like that, and more so just because like I'm talking to you like this, but videos were like right here and up, because I was insecure about my appearance, and I kind of just only wanted to show my face. I didn't want to show my whole body. So I was worried that people would be real mean to me if they saw what I like had going on down here. So it's crazy looking back and seeing like something that was a big act of courage, and then seeing like how much I've changed, and how much my life has changed. And it's still such like a wow thing, because like I can look back and look at like YouTube started here, and then like so many things like domino, whoosh, my whole life has completely changed, and it's awesome. And while I just talked to you guys about how the fact that I struggle with insecurities, and I have, you know, things that I struggle with, and I'm trying to refocus and balance, and life is stressful and hard, like I wouldn't change a second. I wouldn't want to go back to that life for a second. I'm so thankful that I'm in this part of my story now. And the cool thing is that all just happened in only 4 years. So I can't even imagine what's going to happen in the next 4, 10, 20, 30, you know, like really think about it. Like life is so big and so wild. And I suppose if you ever get anything from my life or my story, the biggest takeaway is like, it's like, if you just go for it, you have no idea. no idea what amazing possibilities are on the other side. I am living proof that like impossible things are possible and that your whole life really can change and improve. I was in a really, really difficult marriage, difficult before the things that caused it to go to a divorce, you know, marriage. And I was unhappy. I was over 400 pounds. I was like, I was exhausted all the time. I wasn't working. I didn't have a lot going for me. Like, and I was just so living in like wanting, like just like a state of perpetual, like I just wish and want that my life was different. And now I am in this place of, it's like I'm thriving, and like there's so much more that needs to happen with my life. Like there's so much more that I need to do and experience. So it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, I've made it, I'm done. It's more like I feel like I'm just like on the path now. I'm like going where I need to go. And so many people are afraid to change their life. So many people are afraid, like, what if I try? Like, what would happen? And you have to, because like the things that happened to me are so much bigger than I ever could have imagined. The changes that ended up occurring, and while it was difficult, like while that was some of those like times in my life, there was like some really hard, heavy emotional times that were like the hardest ever. The most difficult, emotionally devastating times, but those things like carved out to create space to grow and bloom this beauty that is like blooming around me. So this video was a lot, but I feel good. Like I feel so good, and I don't even know how many, if anybody's even gonna watch it, but I feel good getting it out there. I feel good talking about all of it, and I feel good just kind of being like, okay, we chatted and I got to drink coffee awkwardly with you guys. Also, this is my favorite mug. So this is my NASA mug, and it's kind of like dimensional. I got this actually like this is actually a few months after I started my YouTube channel. I basically had just had some serious things happen in my first marriage that were the things that were like, okay, like I'm gonna be eventually getting a divorce, because like it was just like irrevocably broken after some things had happened. And I went on a trip with one of my best friends, and we went to visit NASA. And I remember I got this mug, and it actually started my mug collecting like craze. Like I have a lot of mugs. Maybe I should do a video just talking about my mugs, because I have a ton. Like Josh says I can't get any more mugs, so we're gonna pray him through that. But anyways, I got this mug because it was my reminder mug, and it was like from a trip that I went on. Like it was so scary, because I remember like I knew I was like, my whole life's about to change. My whole life, like my whole life's going in a direction that I completely did not expect. And I was a couple months on my weight loss journey, and I didn't know how I was going to keep doing that while going through a divorce. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do any of this. And I got this mug from NASA, and I call it my big faith mug. And the reason it's my big faith mug is because I always say, if God can put rockets into space and people can fly to the moon, then he can take care of me too. So that's that. And I'm getting emotional over saying that. I've never really said that publicly. But yeah, so if you know, have something in your house that you can use as like a big faith thing. I don't know if you're a person of faith or whatever your belief system is. But if God can get rockets into space, he can take care of me, and he can take care of you. So that is all I have for you guys today. But if you want to see more photos of me, you can check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, and on Twitter at Justlikedrew, spelled the same way it is down below. If you want to be a part of the Just Like Drew crew and you're not already, click the red subscribe button down below this video and join our forever family, because we are literally the best crew around, because anybody and everybody can be in our crew. I love you guys so stinking much, and if you like this video and you want to see more from me, you know what to do. Just like Drew, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, amazing life, and I will see you soon for more videos. All right, talk to you. Love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Or what?
Zombie apocalypse weapon.
What about your favorite taco?
Oh, that would be
And
interesting.
if someone doesn't like tacos, they shouldn't be entering my giveaway.